will start in Los Angeles, where closing arguments will continue tomorrow in the Bart shooting trial.
The expectation was that lawyers would finish today. They did not, so they will continue making their final pleas to the jury first thing in the morning in a case that has put a former Bart police officer on trial for murder in the death of an unarmed passenger.
One set of videos, two very different versions of what happened on the Fruitvale Station platform that morning. Just about the only thing the two sides agree on is that Johannes Mehserle shot and killed Oscar Grant. The prosecution and the defense spent hours making their final arguments to the jury that will decide the former Bart officer's fate. Grant's family is confident they'll get justice.
But we're trusting and believing that the verdict that's supposed to come will be second-degree murder.
Prosecutor David Stein says video shows Grant with his hands behind his back shortly before he was killed. He told the jury second-degree murder should be the charge. He said, "It can never be lawful to shoot an unarmed man when that unarmed man is lying face down, is in the process of putting his hands behind his back." The defense says forensics evidence shows the bullet passed through Grant's body at an angle, and that means he had his shoulder raised in resistance when he was shot. Defense attorney Michael Raines told the jury they must acquit on all charges. He said, how could he possibly be guilty of murder if he's intending to fire not a dangerous firearm, but a taser? The DA also says Mehserle lost control, that his emotions got the best of him and he intentionally shot Grant. The proof? Mehserle's statements to officers after the shooting. Mehserle said, "I thought he was going for a gun." The defense says Mehserle was just following the poor training he received at Bart, and that he meant to fire the taser. Their proof, Mehserle's statements to Officer Tony Peroni seconds before the shooting. He said, "Hey Tony, I'm going to tase him." But it wasn't just the arguments they differed on. Legal analysts inside the courtroom noted that Raines' fiery style overshadowed the DA's mild manner.
Well, I think the prosecutor was trying to be very matter-of-fact, very straightforward, present the law and his evidence. He'll have another shot at that jury, and when he does so in rebuttal, you might see more fire in his belly.
As for that second shot, it sounds like the DA will get that tomorrow. He will more than likely make his closing rebuttal arguments first thing in the morning after Raines again begins on the stand in the morning. Today now, Raines referenced the tension that exists in the Bay Area right now over this pending verdict, and he told the jury that the courtroom is not a place to address racial issues or police tensions or police relations. He said they've got to ignore all that and not take any of it with them when they head soon into that deliberation room. Reporting from Los Angeles, Cecilia Vega, ABC 7 News.
All right, thanks, Cecilia.